Hey guys, again this week I'm doing something kind of different for y'all. Um, my cuttings are doing rather well now, so I am going to take you guys in and show you all the progress that they're making. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys out here and kind of give you an overview of what I've had going on this week. Um, this isn't propagation. I know this is just seed planting. But the thing is, everything in these pots are perennials, so they will be propagated. Next year or the year after, possibly, I'll divide them and I'll plant them, and they'll come back and they'll grow hardier. Now, I'll tell you something that I do. Every year, you'll notice that your nurseries and your florists and all of that, they have clearance sales. And if you'll go in and you'll buy the clearance stuff, you can get a whole lot more out of everything. You can get a So what I do every year, I'll go in and I'll buy the clearance seeds, and these are all perennials. And like I said, they'll come back next year, and when they do come back, I'll divide them then. I'll dig them up and I'll divide the root ball, and that way I'll get two plants out of it. But as you can see, these are the clearance seeds that I bought, and I bought them, oh, I don't know, a couple 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks minimally. Um, and yeah, I just planted them in some potting soil, and as you can see, they're all kind of taking off. I will say that fall is probably the best time to plant your perennials. Give them a chance to kind of do what they do. That's a pineapple. I'll tell you the story on that one of these days. Um, but yeah, if you'll plant your perennials in the fall, by spring they'll be ready to bloom and they'll just be lovely. Uh, So, yeah, that's what I've had going on the back porch. But now I'll take you guys in and show you the cuttings. So here are the cuttings this week. As you can see, I've added some hydrangeas and I've added some butterfly bush cuttings in there. And those, believe it or not, and I was told that this would probably happen, but the hydrangeas and the butterfly bushes have already started to root. So, just that's some exciting stuff, especially for a person new to propagation. My word. Yeah, but last week, these all looked the same as the week before. This week, mercy. They are showing some incredible growth. Um, Now, I told you guys originally that I had reviewed, or viewed rather, a video that said to wait 7 days on the water changes, and I did, just as an experiment. And the thing is, it worked out fine. The water got very dark and very murky, but yeah, it seemed to really promote root growth. These were changed. Today's Friday. This water was changed on Tuesday of this week, and yeah, it had gone 7 days in between changes. So, and you can really see. Now I want to make sure and get in here and show you guys those hydrangeas. Give me just a second, guys. I'll pull those hydrangeas out and show you those. Alright guys, so on to the hydrangeas. Let me start by saying, y'all have noticed, I'm sure, that I have several cuttings rooting in the same jar. And I got a comment that, aren't you supposed to do that in separate jars? And absolutely, yeah, you're supposed to. The thing is, I'm so new to this, and I just wanted to kind of test the waters. No pun intended. I just wanted to see what was going to happen. And I am actually going to give these their own individual jars next week. And I'm going to save this water and pass it along, kind of divide the waters between the jars so that they'll get some of those hormones. But here, look at this, guys. These are those hydrangeas that I was telling y'all about, and the water changes that I had mentioned that I did 7 days into the experiment, so to speak, last week. This is kind of what the water looked like whenever I was at 7 days. So, and the hydrangeas have replicated that pretty quickly. And as you can see, guys, do y'all see all of those adult roots on there. Like I said, I was told to propagate for sure hydrangeas in water and watch what had happened, but my word, that's something else. Okay, guys, do y'all remember the mulberry limbs that I got? I got 2 mulberry limbs, and rather than tossing out the little individual ones, or the little shoots, I went ahead and put those in water, put those in water also. And as you can see, they're just doing phenomenally. They've got all kinds of adult roots on them also. Okay, here is my maples rather. And again, these are going to get their own individual containers next week. But do you see all those roots? They're coming in great. And then here is my Washington apple. It's a green and pink apple. And you can see it's doing the same thing. It's doing great things. And finally, I want to move you guys onto the peonies. Now these, let me back out here. I was worried that they might be, I don't know, rotting in the water or doing something they weren't supposed to be doing. Because as you can see on the ends, on the edges, they're turning black. And then also, the bases of these are turning black. So I was like, well, maybe water propagation isn't meant for peonies. But as you can see, ta-da, they are making roots. And I looked on the root cuttings that I took last week, and they're brown as well. So maybe that's just what peonies do when they go into dormancy. So yeah, I've got roots galore. And the leaf loss was about the same this week as it was the past 2 weeks, so it slowed down significantly. To me, that's just lovely. And can I tell you the smell coming off of this? It's sweet, it's aromatic, it's quite lovely. So, I mean, you get new plants, plus you get air fresheners, nature's air fresheners in your kitchen or in your washer-dryer room. I know you guys were probably hoping to see the hosta beds this week, and yeah, I've been working on them, and they are looking really good. They are looking really good. They've got a lot of new growth in them, so that'll probably be a next week video. Next week I'll get on to showing y'all the hostas rather. But yeah, if y'all are liking this content and getting anything out of these videos, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell to get new notifications when I post new videos. I'll see y'all next week.